Now it is my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker, Nolan Riesenberger, class of 2023 president, whose speech is entitled, Keep Moving Forward.
Good evening, faculty, staff, family, friends, and the class of 2023. We did it. The time has finally come where we get to say that we have graduated. As we prepare for the next chapter in our lives, I would like to take a moment to reflect on the past 13 years that have brought us to this moment. I have known some of you since kindergarten, while others have become more recent friends. I am honored to be your friend and your class president. I remember watching my brother and sister go off to school, and I anxiously awaited my turn. I was more than ready to get on that big yellow school bus my first day of school and finally get a chance to experience what they did. Elementary school was where we went from little kids to preteens, learning basic skills and making friends. We had fun events like field day, Halloween parades, and field trips. Then came middle school, where we were given lockers and schedules to follow. That time went fast, and before we knew it, we were on our way to high school. 4 years packed full of academics, clubs, sports, plays, and social events. We also experienced a very difficult time together. I will never forget when COVID shut down everything. Social distancing, online learning, and masks brought us apart. But we all persevered, and I'm grateful that we are here today in person and able to celebrate this awesome day together. I'm sure that as we all gather here today, we have mixed emotions. Excitement about our next endeavors, sadness that high school is coming to an end, gratitude that we all had this wonderful opportunity, anxiousness about what is to come, or heartfelt joy about the friends we have made. I think that you should all feel a sense of satisfaction knowing that we have just graduated after many years of hard work and dedication. This moment is a major milestone in our lives and an accomplishment like no other that helps bridge us from childhood to adulthood. High school graduation only comes once, so enjoy this moment and celebrate your victories. We are very fortunate to graduate from Council Rock North High School, one of the best high schools. I urge you all to take a moment to look around, as this is the last time that the graduating class of 2023 will all be together at one place at one time. The friends we have made along the way are what make the past 13 years so meaningful. Some of the familiar faces that you see every day in the hallways you may continue to see. However, some other faces you may never see again. And although it is sad, it is also the mark of a new beginning, a new chapter in our lives. Whether you are going on to college or pursuing a career right out of high school, we are all moving forward. With this comes happiness, but also challenges and difficulties. I went through a challenging time when I was in elementary school. I was always tired, I had stomach aches, headaches, and could not focus. My schoolwork started to suffer, and no one understood what was going on. It wasn't until after I ended up in the hospital unconscious that I received a diagnosis and treatment that saved my life. I will never forget the darkness and uncertainty that I felt at that time. I felt alone because I did not know anyone with my condition. I felt different than everyone else because I took medication and carried an emergency injection kit everywhere I went. If I got sick with a stomach bug, it meant a trip to the hospital. I learned a lot growing up with Addison's disease. Most importantly, I learned that during difficult times, we need to fight and keep moving forward because bad days do not last forever. Hardships come in different forms. Some people in this crowd today may have lost a loved one or had something devastating happen in their lives, or at one point felt as if their whole world was falling apart. Although the thought of giving up may have come to mind, remember that it's during these difficult times that we learn our true strength. We may not realize it at the time, but hard times are sometimes a blessing in disguise. They help teach us to move on with life when all is going wrong. They teach us how to improve ourselves both mentally and physically. They teach us that it is okay to not be okay. They teach us how to seek the support of others when we need it most. But I would argue, most importantly, they teach us that everything gets better with time. Now, the reason why I bring up hardships is not only because we have already been through them, but also because we are bound to experience plenty more in our future. No matter how many times you may get knocked down, it is important that you are able to get back up when all may seem impossible. Along with this, I would argue that looking after those who surround us is equally as important. Checking in on that friend that you think may be struggling, or taking care of that family member that is having a tough time, because ultimately, they need you just as much as you might need them. And if there's one thing that you take away from this speech today, it is that you are not alone, and you are stronger than you think. But it is also up to you to make it happen. Every little step counts. Just keep fighting and keep moving forward. Thank you, and I wish you all the best of luck in whatever you decide to pursue in your future.
Our second student speaker is